Today our topic is the role of journaling in Stoic practice. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. One of the most powerful tools in Stoic practice is journaling. Journaling is not just writing down your thoughts. It is a way to reflect, learn, and grow. It helps us understand ourselves better and stay focused on what truly matters. Let's explore how journaling can be a key part of living a Stoic life and how you can use it to improve your mindset and actions. First, let's talk about why Stoicism values self-reflection. The Stoics believed that life is not about what happens to us, but about how we respond to it. They taught that we cannot control external events, like the weather or other people's actions, but we can control our thoughts, emotions, and reactions. To do this well, we need to understand ourselves deeply. Journaling is a way to look inward and examine our thoughts and behaviors. It helps us see patterns in how we react to challenges and where we can improve. By writing down our experiences, we create a record of our progress and learn from our mistakes. A Stoic journal is not just a diary where you write about your day. It is a tool for self-improvement. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, who was also a Roman emperor, wrote a journal known as Meditations. This journal was not meant for others to read. It was a personal space for him to reflect on his thoughts and actions. He wrote about his struggles, his goals, and his attempts to live according to Stoic principles. His journal shows us that even someone in a position of great power needed to reflect and work on himself. This teaches us that no matter who we are, we all have room to grow. So, how can you start a Stoic journal? The first step is to set aside time each day for reflection. This could be in the morning, at night, or both. The key is to make it a regular habit. When you sit down to write, focus on a few key questions. For example, you might ask yourself, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? Did I let my emotions control me? Or did I respond with reason? These questions help you think about your actions and whether they align with Stoic values like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. Another important part of Stoic journaling is gratitude. The Stoics believe that we should appreciate what we have, even when things are difficult. Writing down what you are grateful for helps you focus on the positive aspects of your life. It reminds you that even in tough times, there are still good things to be thankful for. For example, you might write about a kind gesture from a friend, a beautiful sunset, or simply the fact that you have food and shelter. Gratitude shifts your mindset from what you lack to what you already have, which is a core Stoic idea. Journaling also helps you prepare for challenges. The Stoics practiced something called premeditatio malorum, which means premeditation of evils. This is not about being negative. It's about being prepared. In your journal, you can write about potential difficulties you might face and how you plan to handle them. For example, if you have a big presentation at work, you might write about how you will stay calm if things don't go as planned. By imagining these scenarios and planning your response, you reduce fear and anxiety. This practice helps you face challenges with confidence and clarity. Another benefit of journaling is that it helps you track your progress. The Stoics believe that self-improvement is a lifelong journey. By writing down your thoughts and actions, you create a record of your growth over time. You can look back at old entries and see how far you've come. This is encouraging because it shows that even small steps can lead to big changes. For example, you might notice that you used to get upset easily, but now you handle stress better. Seeing this progress motivates you to keep going. Journaling also helps you practice mindfulness. The Stoics believed in living in the present moment and not worrying too much about the past or future. When you write in your journal, you focus on what is happening right now. You think about your current thoughts, feelings, and actions. This practice of mindfulness helps you stay grounded and avoid unnecessary stress. It reminds you that the present moment is all you truly have, and you should make the most of it. One of the most powerful aspects of journaling is that it helps you clarify your values. The Stoics believe that living a good life means living in accordance with your values. But to do this, you need to know what your values are. Journaling gives you a space to explore what matters most to you. You can write about what kind of person you want to be and how you want to treat others. You can also reflect on whether your actions align with these values. For example, if you value honesty, you might write about times when you were truthful and times when you were not. This helps you stay true to yourself and live with integrity. Journaling also helps you process emotions in a healthy way. The Stoics believe that emotions are not good or bad in themselves. It's how we respond to them that matters. When you write about your feelings, you give yourself a chance to understand them better. You might realize that anger is masking fear, or that sadness is a sign of something you need to address. By putting your emotions into words, you gain control over them. This is a key part of Stoic practice, not letting emotions rule your life but using reason to guide your actions. One common challenge with journaling is finding the time and motivation to do it regularly. The Stoics would say that this is a matter of discipline. Just as an athlete trains every day to improve, you need to practice journaling consistently to see the benefits. Start small. Even 5 or 10 minutes a day can make a difference. You don't need to write a lot. Just focus on being honest and reflective. Over time, it will become a natural part of your routine. Finally, remember that journaling is a personal practice. There is no right or wrong way to do it. What matters is that it helps you reflect and grow. You don't need to share your journal with anyone unless you want to. It is a space for you to be honest with yourself and work on becoming the best version of yourself. The Stoics believe that the only true failure is not trying to improve. By journaling, you are taking an active step towards self-improvement, which is something to be proud of. In conclusion, journaling is a powerful tool in Stoic practice. It helps you reflect on your thoughts and actions, practice gratitude, prepare for challenges, track your progress, and clarify your values. It also helps you process emotions and stay mindful. By making journaling a regular habit, you can live a more thoughtful, intentional, and stoic life. Remember, the goal is not to be perfect, but to make progress. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, no great thing is created suddenly. Keep writing, keep reflecting, and keep growing. Your journal is a map of your journey, and every entry brings you closer to the person you want to be.